Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of In the Kitchen with the Burnett's. I know, I have been MIA, but I am back. I'm back, guys. So today, we're going to attempt to make a Christmas dinner for $35. A whole Christmas dinner, y'all. So we're going to see how far that can go. So let's go ahead and get started. So here we have the turkey breast, you guys, and this is the price for the turkey breast. I've also seen one for like $13, $14. So you can go a little bit lower than that and the meal will come out cheaper than $35. So we have the onion powder, garlic powder, seasoning salt, lemon pepper, and parsley, along with the bell pepper, celery, and onion. So I've already placed some butter under the skin of the turkey. And now I'm just going to season it. So I'm going to use one hand to season the turkey and the other hand to maneuver the turkey around. So season this to taste and make sure you also season the inside of the bird as well. I also want to say that I just wanted to make a video to show you guys that the prices of groceries, they're up there, but we're going to just try our best to make a great dinner, and we're going to try to do it in the most affordable way. So here we don't have the whole turkey. We have the turkey breast, but it will still be able to feed plenty of people. So we're going to continue to season this. And once it's seasoned, we're going to put it in the oven, 350 degrees, and we're going to make sure we cook it all the way through. So I say probably like 3 hours. You can check to see if it's done, and you can do that. You can tell because the juices will be running clear. If you have a meat thermometer, you can also check that and make sure it's up to the correct temperature. While I'm on here, I want to say welcome back to all of my old subscribers and welcome to the new subscribers. We have grown substantially, and I'm just so thankful and grateful for that. So welcome back, you guys. Also press the like button and make sure that if you're new, just go ahead and make sure that you subscribe. So let's go ahead and continue with the video. Okay, we're moving right along. So while that is in the oven, we're going to go ahead and start working on the dressing. So I have these ingredients already at my home. I have the cornmeal and the flour, so I didn't have to pay for this. Now, if you don't have it at your home, it's going to add to the price. But usually people have cornmeal and flour in their home. Well, people that I know have it in their home. So let's add the cornmeal to the bowl. So I think that's like a cup and a half. I don't really do measuring. I just, just go off my mind. And then we're going to add some flour. That's probably like a cup. We're going to also add some milk, 2 eggs, and we're going to add some oil inside of the cornbread, or you can use butter. And we're going to give everything a whisk. I have already put some oil in the bottom of the cast iron skillet. That's where we're going to just mix the dressing up. So this is cornbread dressing. We're not adding any meat to it. We're just going to use the turkey for the meat. So this is going to help cut back on costs as well. Whisk it, whisk it, whisk it. So the cornbread will be going in the oven 400 degrees for like 30 to 45 minutes. So we're going to use the rest of the vegetables that we use for the turkey. We're going to use that to put it in the dressing. We're not wasting anything today, y'all. So we have the bell pepper, onion, and celery, of course. And then we have the cream of chicken, chicken broth, and sage. And we're also going to add garlic powder, salt, and pepper to give it a little bit more flavor. So we're going to chop these up. So once the cornbread comes out of the oven, that will already be completed. So let's go ahead and give the bell peppers, the onion, and the celery a good chop. So this is basically the size that I cut mine up because I do not saute my vegetables to go in my dressing. So I try to cut them pretty small. So this is the size. So I'm going to go ahead and continue chopping the rest. And now we have the sweet potato. And today we're going to be doing the 2-ingredient sweet potato to save. You know, we're trying to keep it under 35. So we're just going to use butter and sugar. You can also, if you have brown sugar, ground cinnamon, and all of that at home, you can jazz it up a little bit. But I was just trying to be very, very budget friendly with this meal. So we're going to get those cut up. I showed you guys the way that I cut it. You're welcome to do it any type of way that you like. And we're going to add the sugar and the butter. So I put my, I'm going to actually rinse them off. And once I rinse them off, I pour the sugar on the top, and that I do it that way so that I can know how much to put in there. I use it as like a measuring tool. So I just cover my sweet potatoes with the sugar. You can, you know, as the viewer said, they add their sugar in before, but I just put mine on the top to use it as a measuring tool. And I also add butter as well. And this is the cornbread, y'all. It looks so delicious. And you see how simple and easy that was? So the sweet potatoes have now come to a boil, and we're going to turn it down and let it simmer for at least 30 to 40 minutes. The cornbread is cooling, so we need to let this cool off some before we actually start assembling the dressing. And here is the turkey breast. It's been cooking for like an hour or so. So we're going to go ahead and add the cream of chicken. I know it doesn't look that good, but trust the process. Trust the process. Let's add it on and put it on back in the oven. And we're just going to set it and forget it until it's completely done. So now we're going to go ahead and start assembling our dressing, y'all. So the cornbread, we're going to use those clean fingers to go ahead and get all of them clumps out and to kind of mix and marry everything together. So we're going to continue to mix this cornbread dressing until everything comes together. And we're going to also put it in the oven. So the turkey is in the oven covered. And it's going to be covered until like 30 minutes before it's done. After that, you take it out of the oven and let it brown. So this dressing, like I said, we're going to go ahead and put that in the oven once we get everything combined. And the dish is coming along. I think the last thing we have to do is green beans. So instead of the greens, we'll be doing green beans because you know we're trying to keep it under the budget. So we're gonna be doing green beans with garlic and butter. and a little bit of salt. So those simple ingredients that most people usually have in their home, so they won't have to go out and buy, any seasoning or anything special for it. So here are the green beans. They're the frozen great value, the fine green beans. And we're just going to put them in the skillet, rinse them off, get them on the stove, let them come to a boil, and we're going to drain the water off once they come to a boil. So we're going to let them cook probably for like 5 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes. After that, we're going to add the butter, the salt, and the garlic and let them saute a little bit, and then they'll be done. Okay, so we're just going ahead and letting this continue to saute together. So this was the last dish. Basically, the turkey is done, the dressing is done, and we're going to go ahead and get everything out of the oven. I'm going to show you guys the final product, and I'm also going to show you guys how this meal looks plated up. So I also added some Hawaiian rolls that I already had at my home, but if you guys want to add that to the meal, it's probably going to be like an extra $2 to $3. So here is a clip of the meal, everything together, and I will also show you guys how it looks plated up. I thank you guys so much for coming back for another video, and I pray you all have a good one. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.